Man, I love college. Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio. Keno Radio. Keno
What's going on, everybody? Keno Radio. It's Kix. It's a faceless Andy. Can't see him right now. Technical difficulties. Last week it was the microphone. This week it's the camera. Andy, you're walking on thin ice right now before you get canned. If you don't step up your technological game, you're out of here. But also, as you can see, we got Dr. Pedro in the house. That means one thing and one thing only: sports.
Science off.
Science off. We might have to throw in a science off at the end. I didn't even think of that. Probably should have. Maybe this will turn into the doctor episode. But
yeah, but he's still in school, so he's gonna win.
That's true. Well, no, that's the.
No, it's different.
You
different
should know more because you're done with school.
What? No.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes. But we're gonna stick with sports for the beginning half at least. We had a pretty wild week. Of big sports stuff. So we're going to talk college football. We're going to talk playoff football, which was a horrible week. And then we're going to talk some bees, some NHL stuff, some big news coming out of tonight. Ovi just hit the 1,000 point mark like an hour ago, if that, so we can talk about that. And then whatever else we think about. So, but the biggest news of the week, of the sporting news, that we're going to lead off with, the challenge. Season 29, February 7th.
February 7th.
The Challenge Invasion. We got some
I thought we said sports.
It is America's fifth sport. So we got the old Bucks versus the new guys. It's going to be fantastic. No, we won't get into that. At some point, we will definitely have a podcast and a full blog and everything about that. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. It's been way too long since the last challenge, since Bananas flipped the world on its head. The Challenge Invasion, February 7th, mark your calendars. But the big news for me was the National Championship game. The Clemson Tigers won. Ecstatic. What do you guys think? Well, at first, just gut reaction from that game. Petey, you said you only watched a half?
Yeah, so I saw the first half, and I'm Billy Madison back to school this week, so I went to bed early.
Good on you.
Didn't think that the second half would be worthy. Honestly, I'm an Alabama fan. I root for them just because they're good, and I like to see the greatness, So I thought they were going to just roll, and I was very, very wrong.
Right.
But it was awesome to see the highlights. Deshaun just willed his way.
Yeah. Dude, Deshaun he's so good. Andy, did you watch?
I did. Was quite tired yesterday morning.
Dude, I was
But
dead.
I did watch.
I stayed up till 2. Had some natural lights, too, for the last college football game of the year. I was so depressed after. I had my natty lights and BK going, so I was a happy man last night, or 2 nights ago. But who were you? Were you pulling Clemson or were you pulling Alabama?
Well, Gambling Andy took the Clemson money line, so it was like something ridiculous, like plus 175.
Attaboy.
Yeah, just hammer that.
There you go. So you were pumped for the Tigers?
Yeah, that was huge. I think it was a good game more than anything. I mean, I was just looking to be entertained.
It was a snooze fest for the first half. I gotta say.
The first half. At the first half is when I went to bed and laid down and started watching, and I still wish I was into it. But
it was. I was saying to Petey before, they ran the same 2 plays the entire half. They ran that stupid slant pass across the middle for 2.5 yards, and then they ran the option shuttle pass or whatever it was, the little pitch outside where Alabama's front four just ate it up. The Clemson offensive line could not stop the Alabama front four that first half at all. Deshaun had no time to do anything. But Jalen Hurts, he's not a good quarterback. He's going to be Braxton Miller. He's going to be a wide receiver by his senior year.
Yeah.
He can't throw. He overthrew 6 long balls by 10 to 15 yards.
Nick Saban is taking his best athlete because he didn't have a good recruiting class of quarterbacks, so he took his best athlete and said, win what you can, and they won almost everything.
He's a hell of a runner, obviously, and he's a hell of an athlete, but he can't throw the ball at all. It was horrible. It was pretty eye-opening for me. I didn't really watch a ton. I was, like I said, I was so pumped that Clemson won. I'm big on Clemson. I think Deshaun is the best player in the country this year. I know Lamar was like the most electric, and he was awesome. He was a video game. But I think Deshaun Watson is going to be the skill position-wise going to translate into the best NFL player. And then Dabo is the best. Dabo is the best person in the entire world. He's
such a beast.
He's like BYOG, bring your own guts, is the best tagline of all time. That is the greatest thing in the world. And he's just the complete opposite of Saban, which I like. I hate the Sabans and the Belichicks of the world, the coaches that are so boring and there's no flavor to them. I need like the Rex Ryans, the Dabo Sweeneys, where when you win, you're going to actually hear it. Like he went after Colin Cowherd or whatever in the thing. Hilarious move to actually like call him out and stuff like that. But the people who actually speak their mind, he was like crying at the presser and he was thanking God and everything. It was awesome. I don't know how you can't love that guy. Dabo is the man, and he seems like the greatest coach in the world. So I was so happy for him. But also Deshaun just went off in the second half. Didn't he? He finished with like 420 total yards or something. Is that a right stat? Did I totally make that up? I think I saw 420.
Blaze it up, man.
I know, right? Anybody? No? Stat guy? I need a stat guy right now. So he was good. I won at one point, and I was getting made fun of by my buddies, that when Alabama threw the trick play in the last, with 2 minutes left, I said, I'm cool if they win. Like, if you have the balls in 2 minutes in a game like that, the national championship on the line, to throw a trick play like that, I'm absolutely all in for it. So if Alabama won because of that, the pill would have been easier to swallow for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have been cool with that.
How do you feel about Lane Kiffin being abandoned?
So, two things. First thing, I hate that coaches do this in the first place. I hate it so much. Just wait till the season's over. I'm not in the first thing, and every coach does it. I hate it so much. Nick Saban, that's just a Nick Saban move. That's an absolute move by him. And it's kind of karma. It kind of didn't pay off because they lost. So maybe that could have thing. You had your offensive coordinator the entire year. You were nasty, and then you fire him or let him go, whatever. Tell him not to show up, and you lose. I mean, connect the dots right there. But Lane Kiffin going to Florida Atlantic?
Yeah,
that's hilarious. He's better than that, way better than that. No.
Yeah, I don't know what he's getting paid, but I mean, I feel like you're gonna have just more protection. You're not gonna be under scrutiny, so you could probably live there happily and make a lot of money still safely.
Do you think he was banging Saban's daughter? Is that the real reason? I think that's valid, dude. I think that's 100% valid.
Could have been it, yeah.
Right? I think that has to be it. What is the McCaffrey Fournette? What are you guys thinking about that? I never got to talk about that with anybody, so I'm curious. How sitting out the bowl games for the draft.
It aggravates me more than it should because I was never a Division I athlete, that they don't get any compensation and that they do kind of get, I don't know, the NCAA makes a lot of money off of them and they don't get anything besides the education out of it. So I think that they have the right to do that. They have the right to protect their own career and just sit out one game that is pretty meaningless other than to sponsor the NCAA and make money for their schools, which I don't think they owe all too much.
Andy, anything?
Yeah, no,
Faceless
I
Andy's
agree.
tough because I can't tell when you're ready to speak.
I know, usually I'm rearing and ready to roll, but I am, because you guys can't see me, but I think I see it from their perspective is are you going to get hurt? Probably not. Is there a chance? Obviously, every time you play, there's a chance you get hurt. But at the same time, I mean, both of them are probably going to have pretty good NFL careers, so why put that on the line? You know what I mean? Maybe.
Do you think McCaffrey's going to be anything in the NFL?
He's Danny Woodhead, dude. He's like Danny Woodhead 2.0.
Yeah, so a very okay career.
Yeah, but he'll play for a long time.
I get that. I just
and it's all about that. It's all about your draft pick. It's all about where you get drafted.
Yeah,
There's that
bonus.
You get that signing bonus that doesn't go away. Your contract can go away, but it's what that first round is.
Yeah, huge. Money. I totally get it. I hate it. I mean, I hate the move. I totally understand it, and I'm not they shouldn't do it. I personally, I mean, I'm not in their spot, so it's tough to say. I personally would think I wouldn't do it for one reason and one reason only. I enjoy, if that was me, or like this is hockey, I enjoy playing hockey. I just want to go play. I'd want to be in the locker, like I'd want to be with the boys. And that's the other thing is if I'm one of their teammates, again, I get it and whatever, but like it's going to leave a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth. Just be like, dude, like you were riding with us the whole season. Like you're just going to do that. Like if you're an offensive lineman who's probably been playing so dinged up the whole season long to protect him so he can go try to win a Heisman and he can go get all these millions of dollars, and then you're just going to be like, no, I'm out. It's probably not the best look in the entire world. I totally get it. Just don't support it. I hope it doesn't become a trend. I really hope it doesn't become a trend. Do you think, I mean, this seems like a no-brainer, but like at what point in the bowls does it become like a non-meaningless bowl? Like college football playoff, national championship, I assume you're going to play. I hope you're going to play.
Or just playoff in general, now that there's a semifinal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Those two. Rose Bowl,
Rose Bowl,
assume.
Sugar Bowl.
Sugar Bowl. But then you get to like Cotton Bowl, Fiesta
Tostitos,
Bowl, Orange Bowl, Citrus Bowl, like those kind of the in-between, Outback Bowl. Like those ones are kind of the in-between ones where you're still like, it's the still top 25 teams, but it's not the Rose Bowl or the championship. So those ones, I mean, I don't know. It gets kind of tough. I don't know where the line is. So
I think you made a great point by bringing up the offensive line. I hadn't really thought of it like that because there were people I think who were going over the top by saying, oh, like he's abandoning his team and all this stuff when there are a lot of people on his team who would have done the same thing in the same situation. Yeah. And I'm sure we're very understanding. They're his friends probably. But that's a good point with his linemen who are there probably putting their guts out on the line every week. And
you don't see it, and they're not going to get that same thing, you know?
No glory being a lineman.
And imagine that. Imagine the flip side of that. Like and usually say the left tackle, huge player, like going to go high in the draft. You see a left tackle go out, the quarterback's probably just be like, dude, like, I need you back there. I'm going to get hurt. Like, it's trickle-down effect type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. All in all, fantastic college football season, I thought. It was great. I've said it a bunch of times. I got super into college football this year for the first time ever. Kind of last year, but this year I watched more college football than the NFL by far. Enjoyed it way more. Quick picks on next season. Looking into it. Who you got? Anybody? I'm going Michigan over USC. Write it down. Boom.
Wow. I think Michigan is going to disappoint big time.
You think so?
I'll just mix that.
See, I think they're going to just ride off it. I think they're going to play inspired because of that BS call against Ohio State. They should have been in there. It should have been them instead of Washington.
There's no way you think that wasn't a first down.
It wasn't a first down. It's not. I think it physically wasn't a first down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If that was in Michigan, that wouldn't have been a first down. No question. That spot, even with the spot, it wasn't a first down. And the spot was 2 yards in front of where it should have been. That was so bad. That was the worst.
Oh, the ball hit that plane of the yellow line. So that's all it takes.
Doesn't matter about the yellow line. That's only on TV. That was so dumb. But watch out USC. Sam Darnold is so legit and he's going to be nasty next year.
He's like skinny fat.
Good. Matt Stafford, baby. Ever heard of him?
Matt Leinart, too.
Matt Leinart. Yeah, exactly.
USC.
Dude, those frat bros, they're the gunslingers, dude. I'm telling you. But shout out Clemson, man. That was so good. I was so happy. How about the pass interference at the end of the game? What'd you think on that? Did you see it?
I did not.
That's good.
Yeah. You kind of. It's one of those like, oh, should you not calls, and every game has one.
It sucks that it was legitimately with 1 second or 2 seconds left.
Exactly. With
with the
five
championship
5
on
seconds.
the
It
line.
was third and goal or something.
Yeah. But I thought it was, and I was watching with a Bama fan, like a big time Bama fan, my buddy, and he was like so pissed about it. Was complaining, saying it was such a bad call, blah blah blah. And he's like, "You're an idiot. You're an idiot." But seeing that you didn't even see it, PD, that means that I think it wasn't like I didn't hear anything about it in the media the next day. It wasn't like the Michigan-Ohio State call. Like, it wasn't that ridiculous. So I'm kind of cool with it. It sucks that it came down to that. But from my perspective, it looked like he tackled him. Like, his arm was around his neck. So.
No, it was definitely like some kind of call. But then you get into, like, are you allowed to call that in this kind of game territory?
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
It does suck.
That's just sports right there. Literally, it's impossible. It's impossible to deal with. So anything else on college football? We'll see you September 2018. College football Saturdays. If anyone wants to hang out with Kyle, they're the best. And we'll see you in Knoxville if anyone wants to come. UMass versus Tennessee next year. That's where the big college football trip will be. Everyone's invited. So moving on to the professional leagues, we're gonna transition ourselves into there. We're gonna Christian McCaffrey ourselves into the pros, or Leonard Fournette. We're not racist. Division what was wild card round? Ooh, big voice crack. Wild card rounds, divisional round, wild card rounds last week. Huge snooze
This
fest.
is the divisional.
We're up and coming in the divisional round. So first thing, we got the Pats playing Houston. Is there a chance Houston wins?
No.
I don't think so, right?
The spread opened up at 16 points in a playoff game. The other games are like 5 is, I think, the highest of one of the other games, which is like
Dude.
a field goal and a half. So, yeah, 16. And I feel like you're still hammering Pats at that point.
Dude, didn't we beat him by like 30 with Jacoby behind the wheel?
Yeah.
Dude, so my buddy was saying today, he was like, I'm officially nervous about this Pats game. And I was like, you're an idiot. And I was like, why? So he said that he's getting nervous because of all the hype about like how much of a cakewalk it's going to be and how everyone thinks we're just going to smoke them and it's free ride to Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. So I said back to him, I was like, yeah, I get your point, but that's just the fans in Boston and the media. And I was like, do you think TB12 is in there being like, oh, this is a cakewalk? Like, you think he's preparing for a cakewalk? No, he's preparing like it's a playoff game, and he's going to be ready. So it doesn't matter all this hype surrounding the Pats and how good they are, how there's no competition. They're going to play every single game. That's why they're so good, is because they prepare they legitimately do the cliche where every team is a good team. They don't go out and they're just like, we're going to win this. That's not, TB12 isn't as good as he is because of that. So I was like, you're an idiot to my buddy. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Who'd they beat again? They beat Oakland in one of the worst playoff games of all time.
Which would have been a sick game had Derek Carr playing.
I agree. Well, if he was playing, Oakland A would have beat them, I think, and B probably would have been the 2 seed.
Oh yeah.
Over Kansas City, they probably would have won the division, which is such a shame. But that just shows that they weren't going to win the Super Bowl. If your quarterback goes down and your team is that bad where they lose 3 straight, I know
to Houston's backup quarterback or Osweiler, but still a team with no quarterback.
Exactly.
Right. Either way.
And they lost to one other team in the regular season to close it out that wasn't very good. But that just shows that they're going to be good. Oakland's a legit team. They have a lot of young studs.
I agree.
This year wasn't their year. This year was not. This one's no one's year in the AFC except the Pats.
The Pats.
Antonio Brown was hilarious. He had 130 yards in the first 8 minutes. That's
on 4 catches.
Right? That's the most insane thing. The Miami Dolphins, I don't know how they made the playoffs. I cannot believe that.
They were rolling
this year.
They rolled the middle games. They went 7-1.
Did you see their schedule though? They didn't play a team over 500 in their 8 game span. They had one of the worst strength of schedules or something like that.
Hey, still got to win your games.
Those games, yeah. The Pats had the easy schedule all year, I'm pretty sure, but still going 14-2 is nothing to sniff at.
No, I totally agree, and I totally agree with that. You do have to win. It's not easy to win the NFL, but when you win 7 straight against all teams below 500, a bunch of Browns, it shows up in the playoffs, and you get stomped out by a real team like Pittsburgh.
Again, you could argue they don't have a quarterback. They have a wide receiver playing quarterback. So
that's that too.
And during that stretch, it was Tannehill and playing not that good.
Yeah, he stinks. He's done. I've been saying it since Dak went in there. Tony Romo, Week 1 starter, Miami next year. Heard it here first.
Like that.
Week 1 starter. Miami, yeah. And then they have King of South Beach himself, Matt Moore, my boy. Who just lives the life as a backup quarterback in South Beach all year long. That's awesome. Anyway, were there any good games? Was Green Bay New York a good game? It was a good first half, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it.
It didn't end up being a very good game.
I don't know why.
This Sunday night is going to be a very good game with it'll be Dallas and Green Bay. It'll be Green Bay who's playing out very well going to Dallas.
Yeah.
I
think Green Bay is going to beat them. I don't think Dallas is legit either. I'm not going to lie. I think they're the Oakland Raiders of the NFC. I think they're going to be very good for a while. They both have young, upcoming quarterbacks, young, upcoming running backs, good wide receivers, solid offensive line, but they just don't have the experience. they don't have anyone who's been there before. They don't know what to do when they get the playoffs. So I think in years to come, Dallas and Oakland are going to be legit. Right now, I easily see Seattle or Green Bay walking right over Dallas.
I agree.
Don't sleep on Green Bay a lot. I think it seems like they figured it out. And Aaron Rodgers, he's the TB12.
Although Jordy Nelson.
What?
Jordy Nelson's probably out. So.
Is he? Ooh, that is huge. I didn't even know he got hurt. What happened? Is that a ton of research?
He got hit and might have cracked his rib and burst a spleen. He got hit abdomen. Not looking good.
That probably felt really good in a nice icy Lambeau field too.
Oh.
I was thinking that when the dude took the first. What's up?
He was screaming in the slow-mo right after he got hit. In the slow-mo was 1,000 frames a second, and he was screaming right away.
Oh, that is so much of a bummer. I was thinking that the dude who on the Giants with the long hair, Harris or whatever, when he returned the kick, the opening kick, I was just that would be the worst thing in the world, knowing you're going to get spanked on a kick and you haven't warmed up at all, you're ice cold still. That would just waiting for that ball to come down would just be all right, my life's going to suck for the next 14 seconds. It was just, that would be so, I would never want to play up in Green Bay. See, the Giants were being hardos, warming up shirtless in that game.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Right? It's dude, who cares? It's just dumb. It didn't work. How about the Giants going and partying all week and then losing? That's great.
I want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, it's just
on the boat boys.
It's insane. It's just it's insane to me that and then Kansas City had this whole week off. When I was on Dirty Water this last weekend, we were talking about the Kansas City, how they had a week off, and I compared it to you're an accountant. There's busy season in accounting. I don't know if anyone knows that out there, but Kyle does. What is it, March, April area? It's the springtime. It's busy season. Most important time of the year. Boss is just take a week off. Go to Miami, have some fun for a night. I don't, what's the mindset behind that? And I don't understand if you're the Giants, dude, wait a week. You could have done it this Monday instead of last Monday. Or in 3 Mondays, hopefully, because you would have won. I don't understand. And then the coach just being they had the day off. That has to be a rule. No, that doesn't even have to be a rule. That has to be, as a professional athlete, you have to know better than to take a private jet to Miami and party during the prep week of the biggest game of the season.
I'm pretty sure they left from their last game. They left and didn't take the team bus and just went to Miami.
Dude.
From their Week 17 game. And then also they trashed a plane on the way home with McAdoo on it.
Dude, I don't you have 4 months after to do whatever you want. Just wait till then. I don't understand why you have to do that this week. I would be so mad if I was a Giants fan. That doesn't happen on the Patriots. That doesn't happen.
No, does not.
You do that, you legitimately would have gotten cut. Bill just must laugh at that type of how do you as an organization consider yourself to be legit if you have your stars, not even these nobodies, your legitimate stars on a boat in Miami when you're preparing for a game in Green Bay? That's probably just messed up their body. Their internal bodies probably got messed up with the temperature change.
I also don't. You can't blame the loss on that, but you can't give the media, especially in New York, a reason to chew you out after the game when you could lose and it's all coming back on you. So why even let that happen?
It probably has no effect. If you drink on Monday, come Sunday, you're perfectly fine. But the idea of it and just the look, especially in New York media, giving them that material it's insane to me to think of that they were all just you know what? This is a good we should do this today. This is a really good idea to go do this. It's just you don't do that during the regular season. I don't understand why you do it in the playoffs. It's
and I just love how everything's documented too. They have those pictures sit on the bow, all their Snapchats and stuff were going off, and people that's just, even if you win, this is still gonna come back.
Exactly, and just not to mention, like you said, just OBJ or OBD, what's his name? OBJ, what? Odell Beckham, OBJ.
OBJ.
I get the ODB because Old Dirty Bastard. I get that mixed up. He had 6 drops.
Yeah, terrible game.
He's not good. I'm gonna tell you straight.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's the most overrated player in the league.
That's just not true.
I feel like he's right up your alley.
No, I hate him. I hate him and his bloomin' onion hair. I hate OBJ, dude. I think he's the worst. He's so annoying. His whole shtick with like the net this year was the worst. Everything about him sucks.
But you can't say he's not a good player.
And I take that back. Overrated. And it's not, he's good. He's a good player in the league, but he doesn't contribute enough for like his game. He gets all this praise. I'm gonna try to explain this. He gets all this praise to do all this stuff, but what he does doesn't like affect the Giants and help them enough for all the praise he gets. I guess maybe that's just football and he's just a wide receiver, but like he's supposed to be all this good and doing all this stuff. And the big thing with athletes for me is he just didn't show up in the playoffs. If you don't have the clutch gene, you get knocked down so far in my book. And
Wes Welker?
Wes Welker's the worst Patriot of all time. Fact. Absolutely. He's the worst. I hate Wes Welker more than anybody in the world besides a couple of people. From an athletic perspective, seems like a really good guy, to be honest. But on the field. All
right, so you're telling me that Odell Beckham had 10 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, and 101 receptions is not good?
Hold on. 10 touchdowns. I don't think the bar is set way too low for wide receiver touchdowns. 10 touchdowns is not impressive to me at all. If you're a top wide receiver, I know this doesn't happen. This is just the NFL. You should be getting a touchdown a game. 16 should be where I start to be like, okay, he had a good year. I'm not impressed with 10.
I think 10 is like the
good.
The line.
It's good.
10 is like if you get 10, you had a good year.
Exactly, which is stupid. It's like 20. It's like I'm supposed to get jazzed up for a 20-goal season in the NHL.
You also have to account for the fact that Odell had like a 3-touchdown game. So I guess that would argue in your favor that if he had a 3-touchdown game and only had 10 in the season.
Exactly.
Well, he only had 2. His most was 2 against Baltimore.
Oh, it was 2?
Yeah.
Still even then. So he went like half
a couple
the season
of
without
games,
scoring.
Against Baltimore, he had 222 yards that game. Like, that's just absurd.
Like, I can't believe that the most touchdowns ever in a season was Randy Moss's 23. Like, I can't believe 23 touchdowns is the most in a season.
But, like, you also have to
when you consider that 50 or 55 or whatever is the most for a quarterback.
Yeah.
And, like, Tom Brady throws, what was it? How many did Aaron Rodgers get? Or how many passes did Eli Manning throw? How many touchdowns, if you have that up?
I don't, but I will.
But say that he throws
Peyton,
whatever I say. Peyton, Eli, if he throws like 30 to 40 touchdowns, and OBJ is supposedly this top-notch guy, and he only catches 10 of them?
Eli threw 15.
I thought you were talking about Peyton has the record in a season. Sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was his picks.
I was going to say he's got to have – how many?
No, he threw 26 touchdowns, 10 of them to OBJ. See, now you got me doing it now. What the hell?
So, that means that's not a good number of touchdowns.
Take into account also that he has 2 other very good receivers as well, Victor Cruz and Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard, I've never even heard of. That sounds like a dog.
He's quite good.
Is Victor Cruz playing? He's been hurt for the last 5 years.
No,
he's at for touchdowns. I bet he didn't have that many.
He probably didn't have that many, but still, it's like someone else.
I mean, he has options. My point, I stand with my point. ODB is overrated. I don't like his attitude. That's my big thing. I don't like about him. I don't like how he cries so much. Like, he actually cried this season, but he always is complaining about something after all the games. He's always, ooh, are we getting you, Andy? He's always pissing and moaning about something after the games. And it's just like, dude, shut up and catch the damn ball. That's all you have to do. All these fancy GQ articles and all this stuff. It's like, dude, be a football player for once. How about that? Anything else in the NFL? Who you got winning it all this year?
Pats.
Over who?
Yeah, I can't say anyone else but.
No, yeah.
It's going to be sick when it's Packers.
I'm pumped that the Ravens, Broncos didn't make it, and the Giants got bounced. So now we're like good. I don't think
because if that Giants team had beaten Green Bay in Green Bay, I would say 100% the Patriots are losing to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
It would be scary. I would have been a little nervous. Now I'm not. I'm
gonna say Pats Seahawks again. Round 2.
I don't want to see that. I not that I'm scared. I'm sick of the Seahawks. I don't want to see that. I want to see a different team. I think Pats Packers is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Pats Packers are gonna be sick.
And no, I take that back because I already said it before, so I have to stick with my guns. I think sneaky Falcons are gonna sneak in there.
Yeah.
They're so sneaky, I forgot about them. Actually, I think the Packers will beat them, but watch out for the Falcons. I think they're all right.
All right.
They're probably not going to do very well. They'll probably lose next week, to be honest. But
And then-
course,
Who do you think the Pats play in the AFC Championship?
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh?
100%.
I
Kansas
think
City
that's gonna
stinks.
be. I don't know though. I think that's gonna be a good game.
No, Kansas City, yeah, it probably will be.
Dude,
But
at Arrowhead, that's gonna be a good game.
I can't dude. Alex Smith is the biggest noodle arm of all time. He's never thrown a pass for more than 12 yards in his entire career.
But I think
I can't
think
get
there's,
scared of the Kansas City Chiefs.
there's some crazy statistic or something that says he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks or something like that.
because he throws 4 yards every single time for a
Yeah, but he doesn't
completion.
turn that's all it is. The Pats thrive on mistakes, and he's pretty good with turnovers and how he distributes the ball. That's all I know.
Except he didn't throw a touchdown to a wide receiver last year.
Didn't
That's
need
not
to.
good distribution. I'm not a scientist or anything, but that doesn't sound like a good distribution method.
Their defense is also very good, and Tyreek Hill is kind of scary, so I wouldn't want to see him. I wouldn't want to run into him on special teams, but otherwise, I think Pittsburgh.
It depends what they wear. If the Chiefs show up wearing their all reds, then I'm scared. If they show up wearing a different variation of uniform, then they're an irrelevant, horrible team.
You know what? If the Steelers wear their bumblebee unis, I think we're okay.
I kind of like those. Also, you have to play in Foxborough, so we're going to Super Bowl. If they had to go somewhere, if they had to go to Pittsburgh or Arrowhead, maybe, but them coming here, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and you got to think, Steelers have to go to Arrowhead. Arrowhead's supposedly the craziest stadium in the NFL.
Yeah.
Imagine if Gillette was like Arrowhead. Gillette's supposed to be a suit and tie stadium, not that crazy. Imagine if it was like Seattle or Arrowhead, we would actually never lose at home rather than losing twice in 80 games.
Right? It'd be unreal, and I would love it. I didn't know Gillette was kind of known for that. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, it's supposedly an upper scale stadium.
Bobby Kraft. But it's kind of weird because Mass's thing is Mass whole blue collar. It doesn't really go with us, But I don't know.
But Arrowhead is literally in the same parking lot as Kauffman, so it's just massive. And Kaufman's where the Royals play.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what that was.
And it's built into the ground too. It is wild. I would love to do a game there.
Jerry World and the Rangers Stadium in Arlington.
Yep.
In the same thing. That's what it should be, because then you can actually tailgate for things, unlike Fenway and the Garden, where you just have it's right in the city.
Yeah, imagine tailgating for baseball. That would be so weird to us.
For the Bees, dude, playoff Bees in June.
That would be weird for us.
That'd be awesome.
Quick quiz: where is Kansas City? Where are those stadiums? What state?
Kansas City.
Oh, I know because I've been there.
They're in Missouri.
Are they? Is do the Blues play in? Oh, that's St. Louis. That's definitely Missouri.
Yeah.
St. Louis.
They're both in Missouri.
Yeah.
There is
Kansas
a Kansas City, Kansas, though.
KCK and KCM.
The big Kansas City is Kansas City, Missouri.
Correct.
I'm a geography whiz. I know all 50 capitals. So don't test me, Pedro. Don't test me. Oh, I'm cramping up on my leg. So, want to just talk a little hockey? What are we at? Oh,
Yeah.
35. Let's talk a little NHL and then wrap it up.
Yep.
Pedro's frozen.
Oh, Petey's frozen on.
Oh, man.
Keep going.
So, Bees, I don't even know. We're heading into the All-Star break. Did you see the All-Star uniforms?
I did actually
Did
briefly
you like
right
them?
before.
I like them a lot.
I think they're fine. I think it's.
I like how they paid homage to the Kings. It's they got the purple, yellow, and then the black and silver type of thing. I'm a big fan of that.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I looked at the picture a couple hours ago on Instagram, I was like, "Why did they use these colors and not colors that didn't clash as much?"
Yeah.
But then I was like, "Oh, it's in LA. That makes total sense."
It's gonna be sweet in LA. That's awesome.
I hate the people who hate the jersey. Am I lagging?
No, you're good.
I hate the people who hate the jerseys. Either way, it's either too flashy or they're too plain. But these jerseys are fine. They do the job.
Exactly. It's a jersey. People freak out. I like the lime green crazy ones. It's just it's an All-Star game jersey. It is what it is. It's not supposed to be made. And I'm all about, especially for the All-Star game, I don't need like the Maple Leafs and Red Wings jerseys. Like, give me some flash, give me some stars, give me some stripes, give me some lime green.
Yeah,
like,
let's make it crazy.
Have some fun. I don't need the crazy like old school sweater for the All-Star game, especially when you're playing a 3-on-3 game, which is awesome. That's the best thing they've done ever. It's fantastic though. I'm all about it. But
did you get a chance to look at like the total rosters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, right now, who's winning? Go.
I need to bring it up in front of me. Let me take a look right now. Who do you got?
Central Division, 100%.
Yeah,
yeah.
No one
That
did
was
this
the one that
last
came to
year,
my
though,
head.
and
What?
that same thing happened, and then the other Western Conference ended up winning it, the one
Yeah,
with
the
John
Pacific.
Scott.
The Pacific.
But
one,
they
yeah.
have McDavid now too. Like, I don't know. I don't know that you can tell by looking at the roster, but the Central has to be the strongest.
I'd say like right away on paper to Central, just because it's Kane, Laine, McKinnon, Sagan, Tarasenko, Taves, Keith, Subban, Suter, Crawford, Dubnyk. That's disgusting.
Dude, they're all so good. Hold on, let me see. I don't like
But
this.
Laine and Matthews making it was pretty sweet.
I really hope Laine plays.
Oh yeah, because he got jacked up by Jake
That was
McCabe.
awesome, dude. You see that?
Yeah,
It was awesome.
yeah, he'd be a flashy, fun guy to watch.
Right? Dude, he's so good, and I love it. He's his shot is like the best shot in the league, and it's fantastic.
He has a rifle.
How about Franz Nielsen making it from the Red Wings, dude? What is up with that?
Dude, he's lighting it up.
Dude, not really. He has less points than Zetterberg.
But I think they were looking for like a scorer.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, dude, like this is probably Zetterberg's last season, and I think they should have went with Zetterberg, especially because who was it? I like how they're doing the top 100 players of all time ceremony, which is kind of cool. Who do you think is going number one?
Oh, I don't know. Who do you think?
Dead serious question. It's either gonna be. I think it better be Wayne, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pull a lame-o and put Gordie Howe on, just because he was Mr. Hockey and did it all.
No, it's got to be Wayne, right?
I think it has to be too, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the fast one like that. Who else? Who's like top 10 though? It's gonna be. So I think it's gonna be Wayne, Gordy,
Wayne
Bobby
Gretzky
Orr.
or Bobby.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be those three in that order. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think they're gonna go Lemieux. 5, and then like their 5 to 10 spot is gonna be tricky. You know,
5 to 10. Like, got to think about guys who like lit it up. Like,
you think Yager? You think
gotta put
Yager
Yags in
will
there. I was
sneak
just
in?
gonna
I
say.
think he'll be a top 10er. Mark Messier, I think he'll be in there. Who else?
But you got to think about guys who like lit it up. Like Brett Hull, like destroyed the league.
Mike
for a few
Bossy.
years.
I feel
Mike
like
Bossy,
dude,
so
Mike
good.
Bossy sneaky has like he had a short career. He's one of those guys who had a really short career, but he had 50 goals in every season except for one in a 10-year career. You just
Rocket Richard too, the original Rocket Richard.
yeah. There's gonna be some old people in there like Milt Schmidt, R.I.P.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's
Guys like that. Patrick or Marty Brodeur will probably be in there for goalie.
Patrick Wow would be top 20.
Yeah, I'm into that. Anyone who's still playing, you think is gonna make it?
Yags.
Besides Yager,
Timu will be in the top
Solani,
one.
he'll be top 20, I think.
Crosby will be the first.
I was
Active.
gonna say Crosby and Ovechkin. You think anyone else? Maybe Taves.
Maybe
No.
Kane then.
Maybe who?
If you're gonna say maybe Taves, then probably maybe Kane.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Because Kane's had, multiple top 5 finishes in
Yeah.
scoring.
The thing with Taves that everyone loves is the Olympic factor. How he has like 12 gold medals and 12 world title, all that stuff. No, it speaks volumes of Kane's character. I was thinking today, I saw an interview with him. He's been there as long as Taves. Taves has been the captain the whole time. Patty Kane just hasn't even got an A. And he's like the best player in the league and just still doesn't have an A. Unbelievable. That just shows
the
he's
A,
awesome.
well, who's had the A's the whole time? It's been the same 2 people.
Yeah, but still, like the fact that he's the best player in the league last year and he doesn't have an A on his jersey means he's an absolute animal.
Yeah, but their locker room though. Think about the 2 guys with the A's, Keith and Seabrook.
No, I agree. Does Seabrook have one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he might be like an away home.
That's probably why the Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup every year. It's because they have an insane amount of talent. But
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that Patty Kane doesn't even sniff it. He probably loves it too. He's probably like, no way do I want that leadership.
Hey, less responsibility.
Right, but so yeah, I don't know if anyone else will hop in there. Crosby and Ovechkin definitely. I don't think.
Luongo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Luongo.
He'll be another goalie. Sneaky.
He'll be another active player.
Yeah. I think that'll probably be it though.
I mean, what about guys that like recently retired? Like,
St. Louis.
Do you think Pronger tops the top 100?
I hope so. Pronger's awesome. I think Marty St. Louis definitely. I don't know. Ovi just got his 1,000th point tonight. I know we were talking about that before, but shout out to Ovi. He's unbelievable.
He's awesome, actually.
He has how many? How many goals is he away? He has what, 565? So he'll probably hit 700.
Yeah.
Which is wild. Shout out to Ovi for doing that. Even though he's not doing too hot this year. Crazy that Crosby, he's like on pace to get his record. His like total best goals I don't think he's hit 50, or he hit 50 once. He's like a 30 goal scorer with like a million assists, but
a stupid number of assists. Yeah.
I agree, but that's just like it's kind of weak, Crosby. I need better than 30 assists or 30 goals.
But isn't this year he's like on pace to score his most goals?
Yeah. He's already has like 26. He's leading the league in goals, which he never does. Leads it in points all the time. And then there's McDavid, dude, who he's insane. The fact that he's the best player in the league right now, points wise, as a 19-year-old, is the most like insane thing of all time. I wish he played the whole.
Pray that he stays healthy.
I know.
Yeah,
I wish he didn't get hurt because
forever.
He would have been, and it sucks that he's in Edmonton because he's never gonna leave. He's gonna be a lifer in Edmonton, and they're gonna get good and win cups. And we're never gonna see him play. But at least we have Austin Matthews. A lot of good young talent in the NHL. Keep watching. If you want to become a fan, if you're just listening to the podcast, you want to become a fan of a sport, you should watch the NHL. There's a lot of good young guys under the age of like 23 right now. That's going to be good for a long time. Like probably the best crop of young players in like since Crosby and Ovechkin, Malkin, Taves, and Kane came in.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's only getting better. Look at the World Juniors.
Yeah, it was insane. That was the best. That's so fun. Shout out Troy Terry, putting the country on your back.
I can't wait for the next Olympics when like the U.S. and Canada are like even par.
I know. Hopefully we are, dude. We laid the biggest egg in 2014.
But no, like, in 2014, yeah. I thought you were going to talk about the World Cup of Hockey because I think after the World Cup of Hockey, but like, was that really the U.S.? Like, not really.
Kind of.
They might hold out for the Olympics. The NHL players might hold out.
Yeah, which I hate, dude. What do you think about that? I don't like that at all.
Ovechkin said he's going either way, so
Obviously.
I kind of hope that they ban the NHL players, or like say the NHL.
Tough. That would seem like a good take too.
I know.
Right?
Damn it, Petey.
That was good.
Also,
when I get back,
yeah,
that was a good one.
Active player going to be in the top 100. Datsuk.
He's no longer active, but yes, he will be.
No, he's in the KHL.
Yeah, he's not in the NHL. Fun fact, pop quiz. Do you know what team Pavel Datsuk's on right now?
Locomotive?
He's on Kovalchuk's team.
Oh, NHL? Oh, I don't know.
Who has his rights right now?
Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, because wait, does Phoenix also have Mark Savard?
I think he's officially retired. I think Phoenix has Pronger.
Oh, okay, because I knew it was one more.
Phoenix is just eating up contracts right now, which is
well,
awesome.
They had to get to the cap floor.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But yeah, Datsuk is a coyote right now. He's going to LA, I heard, so he'll be there. So he's probably going to be in the top 100
All right,
guys. So that'll be good.
And I love the whole NHL skills competition and stuff. I think that stuff's awesome.
I agree, dude. It's so fun. Oh, we lost Petey.
We lost Pete.
I don't know
That's
what to do. Do we call him back? Or does he call me back?
I'm not sure.
We've never had that before.
Oh, God.
I just called him back. So let's see if he picks up. But yeah, dude, the NHL skills is the best. It's my favorite. It's the best. They're so good.
All of them are gross.
Right? It's awesome. It's awesome. What are you feeling about the Bees?
We just need Tuukka Rask to start as many games as he can.
Dude, right?
Because Zane is not. Although I think Zane has promise, he's not going to be a good goalie for another few years.
This year.
I'd say 3 more seasons until he's a good goalie.
Yeah. Dude, he's undefeated in the AHL this year, though.
Like, gross in the AHL, but can't do it when he comes up here.
Right? Which is wild to me. I totally agree. Getting rid of Anton Hudobin was the best thing in the world. He was so bad. He was
brutal.
Comically bad. So I'm very happy that we got rid of him. Because we didn't have a shot without Oh, is Petey back? We didn't have a shot. Petey, you back?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Boy, I can hear you. There you go. I don't know how you got back in without me inviting you, but who knows?
He's back.
But no,
Pete's
we're talking bees now. We're just talking Hudobin. He was the worst. We had no shot to win when he was in net. He was the worst goalie of all time.
Wait, you saying Hudobin?
Hudobin.
I was like, did I miss an inside joke while I was going?
No, it's Kudobin.
No, it's Hudobin. Anton Hudobin. He stunk, dude. He was really, really, really bad.
He cleared waivers, isn't he back?
Dude, he cleared waivers and was back on the bench the next night. Did you see anyone see that?
Yeah.
This is weird. I can't see either of you two now, but so I'm just like talking to myself. He cleared waivers, was back on the bench. How awkward is that? Just like, hey man, like we don't really want you. You're not like very good, but we're gonna need you to fill in one more shift tonight.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know how that. Is that awkward? Do you think with the team?
Dude, the team is like,
we tried to get rid of you, but you're back.
Dude, I wish he had to go in. Like Tuukka got hurt, and he was just like gave a big FU to Claude and just let in every single goal. That would have been awesome. I would have loved that. But my man Jimmy Hayes is heating up. 2 goals in the season. Don't let him get hot. I'm getting Jimmy Hayes on the podcast. That's my goal for the season is to get him on and literally tell him how good he is.
I saw on Facebook there is a GoFundMe to buy out Jimmy Hayes' contract.
Dude, I'm going to put an end to that because I love Jimmy Hayes and I never want to see him leave. Yeah, I legitimately think he's a pretty good player. I don't know why everyone hates him.
Then explain him. Like, how is he a good player?
How is he a good player?
He's a solid third-line player.
You can't say solid.
He's big. He's physical. He's close to 0 in plus minus.
He literally, if his contract wasn't one way, he would be in Providence.
Dude, he's a character guy, and I got
Watch out for him.
I got a soft spot for locker room guys, and he's a locker room guy. Dude, and he's Dorchester's own. So back off. He's a hometown hero, dude.
Brother's better.
Yeah, his brother's way better. But I like Jimmy. I'll take Jimmy. I'd take Jimmy 100 out of 100 times over a guy like David Krejci if I was in the foxhole.
You cannot say that.
Dude,
oh my god.
David Krejci stinks.
I hope this is just for hot take sake.
No,
you're not...
dude, David Krejci is terrible.
Oh my
god. He has 6 points this year. He's skating like he had surgery this season, right? In the offseason? Yeah, he's playing like it, dude. He's skating on his heels, waddling around out there. He's not doing anything. There's no scoring going on. At least Jimmy Hayes has heart. He's got the heart of a lion. Gritty.
He's got one hip and he's faster than Jimmy Hayes.
True.
Jimmy Hayes isn't a speed guy. Not everyone can be
not
fast.
A scorer either.
He's not an anything guy.
He's a character guy.
I don't even think so.
He's a character. Then why is he on the team?
That is a great point.
Because
we're paying him. No, he does not contribute.
He contributes enough.
How many points does he have?
I think 4.
There are guys. Oh my god,
dude! The Bruins can't score. Maybe it's him. Maybe it's a supporting cast.
I bet Steve Ott has more points than Jimmy Hayes.
Don't you say that?
He definitely does.
Yeah,
dude, it's not hard to have more than 4 points.
Garbage.
I get that. Jimmy Hayes is great. He's just great.
I bet there's a goalie with more points than Jimmy Hayes.
More points than Jimmy Hayes, yeah. Maybe like Carey Price or like Corey Crawford.
Dude, I would take Jimmy Hayes in my foxhole 100 times out of 100 over David Krejci. David Krejci's European. He doesn't have the guts. He's not a BYOG kind of guy. Jimmy Hayes, BYOG. He'll drop the mitts if he needs to. Defend his teammates.
He won't.
Yes, he will.
He's so soft.
Dude, he's not soft. He's from Dorchester.
Soft as puppy shit.
No, he's not, dude.
Yeah, his dad's a bookie.
Yeah, exactly. Gritty. That's what we
I
need
know-
on this team.
I know everything about them.
How about Bergeron stinking this year, too? After I went all high and mighty on, I told my dad he was a top 5 player in the league, and he rubs it in my face every single game now.
I don't know if he's top 5. I'd say he's definitely top 10.
Dude, after the World Championships, World Cup, he
Oh,
was
he
top
was
5. He
unbelievable.
was the best player in that tournament with Crosby. He has 12 points this year. Those are Jimmy Hayes
Shit.
numbers.
Jimmy Hayes is right behind him.
Yeah, don't let Jimmy get hot. He's gonna. So that's the thing. Why don't we get rid of Bergeron then? Same production.
I mean,
I think you're just talking nonsense now.
It's pretty similar. Bergeron stinks this year. The whole team. I don't know what to think about this team. It's the biggest roller coaster ride of all time. I don't know.
Our
where
best
to go.
players are UMass alum, Frankie V.
He's doing really well. Actually, he was kind of doing really bad, but now he's doing good again.
Last night sitting on my couch with my roommates on the same shift where he scores, I was like, oh man, like Frank's got a bomb too. I wonder if he'll get to shoot. And then sure enough,
Yeah.
puts one. Cheese.
How about Marshy going into the All-Star game over Pasta? I don't like that. Pasta's our best player.
Nah.
I think Marchand deserved it over him too.
Yeah, definitely over.
I think they both could have, but Pasta has more points. And Pasta's awesome at 3-on-3.
I don't know though. I'd still take Marshy over him
I don't know.
in a 3-on-3.
We should have
And
gotten
Your
both.
boy Rask is an All-Star too.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
dude's
that fits right into
4 games,
Rask's
too.
personality. He's great in the regular season, then just likes to give up in the postseason and be a huge, huge, colossal boiling water in the veins bum. But how's Louis Eriksson doing up in Vancouver? Anyone checking up on him?
Stinks.
He's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's what I thought. Bum. The
I'd
ultimate
take
bum.
I would take Louis over Jimmy Hayes.
No, you wouldn't, dude. That's
I
a
would.
lie.
For the same money, 1,000%.
Dude,
Thanks.
what did Louis Eriksson do that Jimmy Hayes can't do?
Kill penalties.
Score.
Dude, Jimmy Hayes does kill penalties. He's got a reach.
So does Chara. He stinks too.
Chara does stink. Chara's terrible now. When's he going to retire so we can stop having to play him? That's just
3 years ago.
Although, despite how much I don't like him, this year he's played better than like the last 2 or 3.
Dude, he was supposed to come in so when Carlo makes rookie mistakes, he can bail him out. And it's the other way around. When Chara makes stupid mistakes, Carlo has to bail him out.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
Carlo's awesome. I like watching him.
I do too. He's going to be a stud. Him and Colin Miller are going to be stud, even though Colin Miller is pretty underwhelming this year. But
And McAvoy. It'll be
he's going to be so good.
It'll
I
be
love
McAvoy.
how
Yeah.
much he jumps up in the rush, dude. It is
a couple American
unbelievable.
boys.
Yep,
Right.
Petey, right there.
It's good
And
to
then
see.
Colin Miller on the second pair, hopefully.
And Gruzlczyk or whatever, the BU kid.
I don't know if Grizzy ever makes the team, to be honest.
Oh, you boys?
Yeah, I do know him.
Do
so
you?
yeah, not personally.
That's good. What wasn't he a first round pick?
No, he was like 5th.
Oh, I thought he was first round. Maybe that's
No.
McAvoy's first round, right? BU defenseman. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 6th overall.
Yeah. McAvoy's a
And-
stud.
and the kid on BU, the Bees have Jakob Forsbacka Carlson is lighting up the NCAA right now.
Yeah, JFK.
hmm
I never heard that name before, so I love it.
He's actually gross. The
Hopefully we
Bruins
don't trade him
actually, except for the 3 picks they wasted 2 years ago in the first round, have some good prospects.
Dude,
Yeah, they
was
really-
that when they
they
drafted Malcolm Subban?
No, who
Jacob
was it? It was
Jacob
yep,
Zaboral,
DeBrusk,
and
and one
I don't
more.
know the other guy.
Yeah.
It was a forward, I think a center.
They-
The other
like,
two for D. Maybe.
Zach Hamill.
No.
Zach Hamill was the worst draft pick of all time. Wonder what he's doing.
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey, at
I
least
don't
we're
know.
finally seeing 28-year-old prospect Ryan Spooner.
Dude, he should have been playing a while ago, though. I think he should have been up with us since, like, for the last 3 years. But
Yeah,
how about his little hip turn thing? What's up with that?
he loves getting the skates.
Love that.
Tiny. I
It's-
love it too.
I don't get it. It
There
slows
was
him down.
On the World Junior team, Bracco, the little, I think he was from Long Island, he would do that all the time too. Like just a wicked good skater would just open up and like just do circles around the zone.
I don't get it. It's like I get it when you need to do it, but Spooner will be in the neutral zone, like trying to pick up speed, and he'll just turn and lose speed, and then like keep skating. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, what it does is it freezes the D because the D's gonna think he could come to the inside when he opens up like that.
But like
Or-
doing that in the neutral zone at the dot, it's just like, dude, just like get over the blue line.
Well, that I can't explain. I like it when he comes into the zone.
I like when it's in the O zone, yeah, 100%. But when he's doing it in the neutral zone, it's just weird.
You're just showing off now, man.
Yeah, you're just being weird, Spooner. So figure it out.
Spoons.
I don't know. You got anything else?
That's about it for me.
Shout out to Tyler Piacentini, the Weymouth kid.
Yeah.
He had a nasty goal. He plays for
Norwich? Was
for Norwich, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that. That was fire. That was really nice. That was as good a pop of a water ball as you'll ever see. The
really.
water ball was from boop. It was awesome. So shout out to him. Shout out to Norwich. Shout out to Paul Russell. He plays at Norwich.
Weymouth, Denny's Weymouth, Boston.
Yeah, right. Shout out to South Weymouth, Boston, and whatever I just said. All right, that's it. Sports edition in the books. Had a lot to talk about. Loved it. If you want to check out more sports from your boy, Friday night, Dirty Water Sports. Kyle will be on there with our boy Connor Ireland with potential special guest, former Patriot Tully Banta Kane. Might be on the show with us on Friday night. So I'm going to ask him some hot take questions about how the Pats are going to roll, or how Houston's going to roll into New England.
Well, if you're gonna get Tully Banta Kane on, you might as well ask like Rosie Colvin to come back.
I know, right, dude? TBC is gonna be awesome. I really hope it happens. So if you want to check that out, I don't know what time it'll be, but it'll be Dirty Water Media live stream, and then you can see it after, or come hang out live and have some beers with Kyle. But that's it for us. Keno Radio, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram at Keno Radio, Facebook.com/Keno Radio. www.kenoradio.wixsite.com. Let's have some let's have some fun. And on the Gmail, we're getting some sponsors going. Start donating. Get those wallets ready for the road trip. All right. We'll talk about that. Andy, are we going to do one tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Me, Andy, and Keisha might be back in your ears come Friday. So have a wonderful weekend. Pedro, thanks again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck at school. Go Pats. Go Bees. Go Jimmy Hayes. Don't go Odell Beckham Jr.
All right.
We'll leave it
Bye,
at
guys.
that. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Man, I love college. Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Keno Radio.